Well, hey guys, what is up? Brent Abel here, webtennis.com. Another episode of What's the Right Shot? Yeah, we're looking at the I formation today in doubles. First, and then second, I've got a short message for you, so hang around for that as well. Here we go. The I formation, and there are two things that have got to happen to make this really effective. One each by each of the serving team partners. And so what you do is what I like to do is I like to signal in terms of, am I going to, basically when we're serving to the deuce court, am I going to stay there, maybe take a half a step to my right, or am I going to cover to my left? And so I signal that to my partner, or it's either a pre-planned play, right? We either talk about it. So two things have to happen. So I want you to focus on me first, right? Which is, there's got to be a fake. You've got to make that returner distract the landscape. I call kind of dirty up the landscape so they're not sure what you're going to do, right? And in this case here, it's a fake to my left, and I don't know, maybe the returner had already decided that that was going to be where he wanted to return it, or maybe he bought the fake. I don't know. But the reality is, sometimes this is what you get. You draw them into a semi-forced error. Now, look, the other part of this that's super important is that the server does not commit too early, right? So in this case, that the server, knowing that I'm going to stay there, going to fake, but that the server doesn't automatically serve and move to their left to cover, because when he does that, now the returner knows what's up. That's what I key on, right? If I'm the returner, I'm keying on the server, not the server's partner up at net, because of what we just talked about. I could be distracted by the fake poach or a real poach, whereas if I see where the server's going, now I know where to play the return. In this case, my partner Chris does a great job of not moving over there too early. He's going to cover to the left. He knows I'm just faking to my left but coming back. And so he's going to take a step and come in behind me. And look, I mean, if the returner plays a great return up into the alley, sometimes it's just the way it works out, right? But my point here is that you want to make sure that if you're the server, that you don't give away where you're going to cover right off the bat, right? So there you have it. All right, hope that makes sense. Any questions, any comments, let me know down below. Let's go ahead and play this in real time. Just one time, just so that you know exactly what this looks like in real time. And here it is. So basically what you're trying to do is really confuse that returner as much as possible. And just like anything else in doubles, no, we can't cover 100% of the court. You just cannot do it. You can cover about 80% of the court, hopefully 100% of the time, if that makes sense, right? So don't give up on a strategy, or don't give up on a tactic just because you lose a point now and then. It's just the reality of the game. You got to look at the big picture. You got to look, are you winning a big majority of the points? If you are, then be okay with losing a point now and then. Don't let that one time when you lose a point go, oh, well, this doesn't work anymore. All right, guys, I got a quick message for you coming up right now. Well, all right. Hope you really enjoyed today's episode of What's the Right Shot on the I formation. And yeah, when you guys are serving, both partners have a big time responsibility, right? And a lot of it is that server. You got to make sure that you're not just serving and then scooting over to one side or the other. You're just going to give it away. So hope that helps. Hope that's like an epiphany for you, an aha moment. And look, for me, when I have aha moments, I typically write them down, but the big mistake that I've made in the past is I write them down, bookmark them, whatever it is, and then just shove them away, and I don't ever see them again. So it doesn't really sink in. Maybe not like you, but I was certainly not the sharpest tool in the shed in school. I needed to really make sure that if I read something, I had to go back over it 2, 3, 4, 5 times before it really sank in. and became a little bit more permanent than just that epiphany or that aha moment. So what I'm telling you with this is that if you got an epiphany out of today's video or any other videos that we work on, make sure that you bookmark it somehow or that you write it down, but that you find a way to give yourself a reminder. Go back into those bookmarks on a regular basis and review them so they become more permanent and not just kind of like a quick little flash and then it's done, right? So hope that is helpful. And then look, last thing, if you've not yet picked up my training course, the 5 Mindset Skill Habits, that made a huge difference for me in my 2023 tournament results. Yeah, I mean, I think you ought to really at least check it out. Go on over to webtennis.com/SLR5habits and take a look at what's in that course, what's in that training. It's really basically a 28-day in a row training course to establish some mindset skill habits that, like I said, for me, made the biggest difference in terms of a dream year for you. I'm not saying that your goal is to win a national gold ball, but it's got to be something, right, that you want to do to become a better tennis player, whether that's singles and or doubles, right? So again, webtennis.com/SLR5habits, and it's worth a look. Guys, that's it for me today. Any questions, any comments, any remarks, feedback down below in the comment section? Let me know. I love to read that and respond to them. And always, you know what time it is. That's right. We got to get out there. Help someone else have a great day, guys. See you again next time.